The Golden State Warriors, they won 3 of the last 4 titles. They're showing no signs of slowing down. Last year, they led the league in many important statistical categories, including points, assists, fast break points, and no team shot a higher percentage from the field. So how can teams try to compete with the Warriors next year? Lakers GM Rob Pelinka, well, he has a few ideas. Listen.
If your goal is to win a championship, you've got to look at the way the champs are assembled and how you can give yourself the best chance, to take them down. It's not the sole focus or the sole goal, but it's certainly part of the equation. Irvin and I had a conversation, and LeBron echoed this sentiment that I think to try to play the Warriors in their own game is a trap. No one's going to beat them at their own game. And so that's why we wanted to add these elements of sort of defense and toughness and depth and try to look at areas where we'll have an advantage. If you study championship and playoff teams of the past, look at Michael Jordan having a player like Dennis Rodman, Kobe's teams with Metta, having a tough player that brings an edge to the game like Lance is a really nice ingredient that I think with LeBron's leadership will pervade to our young core as well and just give them a sense of swagger and toughness.
Doris Burke joins me now from the Las Vegas Summer League. And Doris, interesting comments there from Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. Instead of basically trying to beat Golden State at their own game, build a team that can maybe take advantage of the few weaknesses they have. How viable do you think that is, especially with LeBron there now?
Well, I'm going to concur 100% with everything Rob said and then offer a caution that I do not believe for 1 second the Warriors plan on staying static. There was a lot of conversation late in the season that the Warriors would tweak some things in the way they play. And I specifically asked Steve Kerr here, would they tweak things and could you incorporate the vast skill set of DeMarcus Cousins and still stay true to the vision he has for the way the game should be played? And his answer was yes. And while he wouldn't give anything up, think about this. For a select few players, they would play through the post. But generally speaking, they were not looking for a devastating low post game. They now have that in DeMarcus Cousins, a tremendous talent. Whenever he gets back, it'll be interesting. And people are still reacting to the champs. And I can't wait to see what comes about now.
Oh, I know. I can't either, as the rich get richer. And then there's the logo, Jerry West, former Warriors consultant, of course, who's now in the Clippers front office. Here's what he told Sports Illustrated about the Lakers' pursuit of LeBron. And a lot of people agree with what he says here, Doris. You know that. But he said, quote, all due respect to the Lakers, who handled everything well. But as these things go, LeBron was not a tough free agent signing. LeBron wanted to come to L.A., and he wanted to come to the Lakers, period, end quote. Your reaction?
With the absolute utmost respect for the logo and Jerry West and everything he's accomplished, I would disagree in this way. LeBron James does not suffer fools. He cares deeply about his legacy. And if he did not believe in Jeannie Buss and the Lakers ownership and the front office leadership of both Magic and Rob, I do not believe he would put that legacy in jeopardy just to satisfy some lifestyle urge. So very, very respectfully, I would disagree. I do not think LeBron, if he did not believe in long-term success is possible in L.A., he would have gone there.
Now to one of the games you will be calling tonight on ESPN2, the Hawks. They overcame a 27-point deficit to the Pacers last night, and Trae Young led the way. I know it's small sample size here, Doris, but how have you seen Trae progress during just this 1 week of Summer League?
I'm just happy for the young man that he seems to have settled down a little bit. There's some pressure on this young man. He's only 19 years old. What Travis Schlenk and Lloyd Pierce both said about this young man that they valued more than anything, even though he gets a ton of play about that long-range shooting, was his passing ability. And from the day he had those double-digit assists in that one game, I feel like he's settled down, Sage. He's shown an ability to create separation, which is critical in the NBA. He's shown you now he can make all the right passes, and he can make shots. So you've seen a young man settle in just slightly, and we'll see what happens when the NBA regular season starts with him.
That's actually pretty impressive, though, in just 1 week, his first NBA action. So, Doris Burke, thank you so much. Enjoy the festivities tonight. The games are...
There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again.
It never gets dull. It never gets boring.
Free agency starts now.
This really is a stunner. Paul George is returning to Oklahoma City.
I am stunned. A bigger accomplishment for the Thunder than trading for him.
I'm here to stay.
Chris Paul, 4 years, $160 million max deal to stay in Houston. He never wanted to go anywhere else.
We've got breaking news on SportsCenter.
LeBron James to join the Los Angeles Lakers, a seismic shift in the NBA.
When you have the greatest player in the world come join your organization, it raises everybody's level of play.
Anyone thought the Warriors were going to sit back and chill this offseason? The champs rolled up tonight like Kumo D. How you like me now? DeMarcus Cousins agreed to a one-year, $5.3 million deal with the Warriors.
He brings something that the Warriors have not had.
Forget super teams. We got super duper team.
Well, it's been an eventful offseason in the NBA since the Warriors won their third title in 4 years. They signed DeMarcus Cousins. LeBron signed to the Lakers. Here's what Steph Curry told USA Today earlier this week. The quote is, well, the West obviously got stronger with LeBron, but you still got to beat us. And he's right. But first things first, golf. We know how much Steph loves golf. On the course today in Lake Tahoe, practicing for the most popular celebrity golf tournament around, CenturyLink Championship Celebrity Tourney. It's in Lake Tahoe. Steph has done really well here before, finishing 4th last year behind fellow athletes Mark Mulder, Marty Fish, and Derek Lowe. And Stephen Curry joins SportsCenter now on behalf of the ACC Golf Tournament. Steph, thank you for being here. I saw your wife Aisha's Instagram post of you holding your newborn son, Cannon. First of all, congratulations. You got that boy. That's awesome. And secondly, I know this tournament means a lot to you. You love it there. So how were you able to prepare for this tournament, golfing with baby number 3 on the way?
There wasn't a lot of playing on the course, but a lot of watching TV and just enjoying the family. So I don't know, maybe that'll help me, do well. I haven't played much and just come out here fresh with high expectations and see what happens.
Yeah, just no pressure whatsoever. In one word, describe what it's like to now have a son.
It's kind of surreal. Obviously, when you have 2 girls and you roll the dice one more time, you never know. So. It is a great feeling, and hopefully he has an amazing life, and me and Aisha lead him in that direction.
Little Cannon Curry and 2 really shy big sisters. We'll see how that works out. Steph, it's been just over a month since you guys won your 3rd title in 4 years. It's amazing. And then Boogie decided to become a Warrior. I mean, you were a part of recruiting Kevin Durant. How much did you help with DeMarcus Cousins?
I mean, not much. I was actually in the hospital with my wife when I got the call that was a possibility, and like 2 hours later, they signed the deal. So obviously surprising on all fronts, but a great look for us when it comes to adding a new dimension to our team. DeMarcus is an amazing talent. He's been a beast on the floor, and obviously he's going to come back strong from this injury and help us out. So looking forward to the new challenge and the new opportunity, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun.
I think it's interesting because he's acknowledged, of course, his past, his personality issues. They're well documented. But Steve Kerr says you guys kind of have that structure to handle someone like Boogie with that personality. How so?
I mean, we have a strong identity. We know who we are and know how we do business. So when it comes to DeMarcus transitioning into our system and our team and our identity, I got no problems with that. We all have a history with him, whether playing with Team USA or just hanging out throughout the course of the year, and he's a guy that has a lot to prove, and I think he's in a great opportunity and a great situation to do that.
Did you see how social media blew up when the signing went down and basically the rich getting richer? What was your reaction? I mean, players around the league were shocked as well, Steph.
I mean, a lot of people were shocked, including myself. So that's what NBA Twitter and all that type of stuff is for. It's great entertainment, it's great fun. That's why the NBA is so popular right now. And stories like that where guys go where they want to go and change teams, and the landscape of the league changes every year. That's what keeps people watching, what makes it fun. So I got no problems with whatever tagline we want to come up with, trying to define our team. But we're going to go out and play, try to chase another championship, and it's going to be an entertaining year.
So LeBron joins the Lakers. When you saw that, what's the first thing that went through your mind?
I mean, I don't know. We're in the era of guys going to having the power to go to teams that they want to go to, and then this falls right in that category. He's had an amazing run in Cleveland and brought a lot to that city. Obviously, winning the championship in 2016. So he has a new challenge, a new opportunity, and now we get to play him 4 times During the regular season, it'll be a different dynamic. You know, maybe meet in the playoffs, maybe not. But just as an NBA fan, looking at the league, it just creates that suspense that I think we all appreciate.
What's it like? I mean, you've been hunted for the past 4 years. Physically, mentally, that's got to be exhausting. So how do you balance recovery with, you know, preparation for next season? And what's your off season like, Steph?
I mean, everybody has a different formula for it. Obviously, I want to get away from the game for a little bit right after the finals and kind of refresh the body and the mind. But the work and the grind never really stops. We're back in the gym, back in the weight room, ramping things up for training camp and doing whatever it takes to be at my peak come the regular season. So it's the same formula every year. You just got to stay diligent with it and not let the success that you've had make you complacent. And I don't think anybody on our team is going to let that happen.
And then you got to get the golf in. So you're paired up with your dad, Dell, and then former NBA great Ray Allen. So, by the way, who's the better three-point shooter, you or Ray?
I mean, right now, I got to take that. I'm still chasing him on the career mark. Me at my prime, him at his prime. I mean, I got to have confidence in myself, right? I win, but I'm still chasing him on the career three-point list, and that's where that longevity comes in that I respect so much. So hopefully I can get there eventually. Long way to go, though.
Who's the better golfer?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I beat him a couple of times the last couple of times we played, but that's the thing about golf. You can't get too big-headed. It'll humble you really quick. So tomorrow's going to be fun. 3 great shooters from the NBA taking it on the links, and hopefully there are a lot of threes on the scorecard tomorrow.
You know what? I think you're 2 for 2 though with those 2 questions. Better shooter, better golfer. I'll have to ask Ray.
I gotta have confidence. I gotta bet on myself. Right?
You have to. Have a blast out there with Ray and with your dad, Dell. Steph Curry, thanks for joining us. Good luck, and congrats again on Baby Cannon.
I appreciate it. Thanks.